memories that I have for senior day has gone back to since I was a little kid. ID walking out with my mom is one that stands out to me the most, just because it was family. It's just a unique thing. Really shows that this place is family atmosphere, and we truly do speak what we mean. And it's the icing on the cake for the 4 or 5 years that you're here. I don't want to sound like Jim Nance and say it's the tradition like no other, but it truly is something that no other place can replicate. I mean, you got women's volleyball, you got women's basketball, hockey, they're all kissing the ass. And for me, that's something that's going to carry on long after my dad's gone. And, it's going to be something that it holds a special place in my heart. And, it's unique that the whole university has started to do it.
It's funny you mentioned ID. I'm wondering, from your perspective, for Marty, getting to have his brother come.
Yeah, super cool. I've obviously none of us have ever met him. I think he comes in later tonight. I'm just happy for him. It's such a cool experience, and to share that with family is awesome.
How strange is that? Being, because it is such a family atmosphere, and it seems like everybody has somebody there at some point usually. But like you mentioned with ID, it's different when it's from an international player sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine that being. I'm 2 minutes away from home, and I still miss my family. So, I couldn't imagine it, and he's pushed through it for 4 years, and kudos to him. I don't know if I could do that. Obviously, we have a lot of guys from out of state, but really just, seeing your family means so much to everybody, and a very unique opportunity for him to have his brother come back.
Are you glad you got the made basket out of the way? So
hell yeah, I'm glad. What? Looking back on it as the last game I played, probably won't shoot again. Just say I made every shot that I've ever taken. I jokingly, I forgot all the misses. I don't remember any of them. But yeah, just, that was a cool experience, and grateful that I got it out of the way, and, I can just enjoy senior day and everything.
Is that your favorite memory of your 4 years here?
No.
What's your favorite one?
Just spending time with my dad. You miss out on that for almost your... You miss out on that for however many years, and I give him so much credit because he doesn't give himself enough credit. He always made sure that I was able to be on the bench or be around the guys and spend that time with them. And those are memories that I'm going to tell my kids and generations that come. I'm going to share those stories. Really, one of, as dumb as it sounds, greatest thing that I've had in the last 5 years is puking in the locker room, and now I'm in a 5th year, and there was no issues. There's a lot of growth there, and as dumb as that is, it's a curve that I approached whatever it took, and shows that I overcame a lot of different things, and proved that I was able to do it for 5 years. So.
Either of you given thought to what the first game next year or first practice is going to be like next year without being there for each other?
Hey, who knows? I might be on staff. I don't know what I'm doing, but I haven't figured out jobs. I haven't worried about that. I wanted to enjoy this. Last year I was so focused on it at the beginning of the year, kind of didn't really enjoy everything. Was so focused on that aspect of life, and I said I was going to stop worrying about it. I was just going to go play and figure out the job thing later. I know I got a spot in the basement if I need. But yeah, I mean, I still don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, this might hurt me later on in life, but I don't know if I want to coach. That's not really for me. I don't think there's so much time and commitment and just not being around family. And who knows? Maybe I'm just saying that and could end up coaching in 5 years.
There's also a lot of different levels of coaching where you could do it at too. I mean, he started as a high school coach.
Yeah. But really just taking it day by day, and whatever happens. And if there's a spot for me here next year, I'll probably do it, and I'll probably have fun, and keep me around, and forever, however long that may be, I'll stick around.
There you go.
Have you asked your dad about starting?
I'd prefer.
Or do you know the answer?
No, I haven't. I'd prefer to just focus on the game and, hopefully get the job done, and then, give me 30 seconds at the end and send me out the right way.
Have you thought about what it's going to be like having seen these time and time again to be a part of?
Oh, I'm going to cry for sure. So hopefully the pictures aren't too bad, but yeah, it's gonna mean a lot to me, and it's something that I've dreamed of my entire life. And as a little kid running around in this building, kissing the practice floor, kissing the main floor. At my parents' house, we used to have a carpet that had the Block S on it, Nerf hoop over there. I've probably kissed the floor 100 times, but this one's gonna be a lot more special with a lot more people in the crowd.
Got a lot of practice reps.
I do have a lot of practice reps.
Got any family coming for the game?
Yeah, I don't know how many family, but I have a lot of family that are probably going to be in town. Or
Oh, that's cool.
I have a couple of my friends that graduated are coming back for the game, so grateful that my friends care about me that much to show up when they're from out of state and stuff.
You said you used to throw up before games? Is that what you
No,
said?
throw up before lifts or during lifts. Yeah, it is intense. I've never experienced anything like that, and that was like my first lift, but it was really like the whole summer. I think I puked every single day. I'm going to sign the trash can in that weight room and let everyone know that that's my trash can.
Wondering, because it's not just this. I mean, it's you, your dad, but then you got like your cousin Matt too that you have had games against.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's been a lot of family connection.
Yeah, he's a jerk for that game earlier this year. You can hold that over my head for life, I guess. Yeah, just like the family atmosphere, just fortunate to be in those battles. 5 years ago, I wouldn't imagine that I'd be in this position, and even, there's so many times that I thought that I couldn't do it. You question yourself. Do you really want to continue? Do you want to come back? And, I fought that battle of wondering if this is really what I wanted to do, and hell yeah, I'm glad I stayed. It's something that I'm so grateful that I didn't cave into any peer pressure, things in my head that were going through my head. And being able to spend the last 5 years with my dad is something that I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. And, hoping he sticks around for a little bit longer, and my niece can enjoy how we grew up and kind of be a part of it in a different way. She doesn't get yelled at or get in trouble for anything, but yeah, it's just a cool experience.
So how has Tom Izzo made you a better basketball player?
I don't know. I didn't get any of my talents from him, I'd say. No. Yeah.
Maybe what did you learn that you just couldn't have until you're in the program, even though you've always been here, obviously?
I'm going to get away from the basketball question. He's taught me so much on how to hold myself accountable and, be an adult and, take care of business in the classroom and in the real world and, hold myself to a higher standard. And the life lessons are really what stick out to me. And, those are the ways I'm going to raise my kids, with all the lessons that I've learned here. I mean, what better place to know 1,000 different personalities that you're going to deal with, or be able to translate that to your own family and, help lead your family one day. I know that he says that, or at least I think he says it, but really those are the life lessons. And, he doesn't think that I take any of those in. He thinks I'm just stubborn, but I really do listen, and I plan on using that on my own family one day.
What's the one thing that you learned about him over the last 5 years that maybe you didn't know growing up?
I mean, I knew how much he worked growing up, and when I got older, and then you see it in film, and it's a different level of how hard you think he's working, and just how much he cares for every single person that comes through this program, and guys that have left, and what college coaches, Draymond calling at 2 a.m. and getting an answer at our time 2 a.m, and being able to talk and go to someone like that is shows leadership, it shows love, it shows care, and how much he loves those guys. How much you think he loves me? A lot more than that. But yeah, just how much he cares. It's like I said, it's a family atmosphere, and I get that phrase gets thrown around by other programs, and it's no shot at them or disrespect to them, but I truly don't think that any place has a family atmosphere like we do here, and I will gladly say that to every single person in the country. I think that this place is special, and it can't be replicated. We've done it for 27 years, or however long he's coached. 27. 29?
Yeah.
Couple off.
Do you have a specific like moment or that with your dad that is your favorite? You know, like whether it's a plane ride or a meal that you guys like shared, like just something that can.
Yeah, we're both picky eaters, so naturally the head coach gets to pick the meal at every road game, and naturally it's always what I ate as a kid, so I love it. Some guys might not like it, but the chicken tenders and fries are perfect for me. No, some of the greatest memories, and it's just after a tough loss, being able to hug your son. How great is that? And being able to hug your dad after a tough loss, or a magnificent win. Being able to spend that with your family and the immediate person you see is really the greatest thing ever. And naturally, just out of me just saying this to all college coaches that are thinking about taking their son on as a walk-on or daughter, like, do it. Who cares what everyone says? It's a experience that no one gets to experience, and it's awesome. I think that at my 5'8", 150 stature, a lot of other coaches can say that their kids can do it, and that's the biggest thing. Doesn't matter really how big you are, just the experience. I encourage everyone to do it.
I want to ask you about something else, something different. After his 700th, you weren't a player anymore. You were Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
I saw that, and it's just, you mentioned about the generational aspect of it. What has that been like since Rocky had the baby, and
yeah,
since
it's been
she's
awesome.
Been growing and seeing
a new side of him. I don't think she comes to watch him. I think she comes to watch me. But yeah, it's been fun to have her. She comes to the office every once in a while and hangs out, and it's so relieving to have someone so innocent and young. She makes every day better, no matter how the day went. We both try to rush home to go see her, and just give her a hug and spend time with her.
Perspective changing.
Yeah, no, it really is, because at the end of the day, it's more about family than it is about basketball, and just how she can make everyone so happy with just her being herself has been a new experience and very fun. I don't do the diapers though. That's out of my jurisdiction.
You gotta work on that.
Best part about being an uncle?
Yeah, just give them back.
Where you at with your degrees? I know you definitely graduated once. Have you
Yeah,
a master's too? Or what?
I graduated 2 years ago, so I'm getting a little old. I'm set to graduate in May or April, whenever it is.
What's your program?
Education, sport coaching, and leadership. One of them. I don't know. That probably sounds bad.
It gives you options.
Yeah, no, I got a master's. I'm getting my master's in education with a focus on sport coaching and leadership.
Okay.
I don't know if they're the same thing or different, but one of them's a certificate, one of them's a degree.
The certificate's the sports.
Got it.
The undergrad what was your major then?
Advertising management.
It gives you options, though. I mean,
Yeah,
you do want to coach. You don't want to coach.
that's the benefit is I kind of picked two completely different career paths based on degrees, and that was kind of my goal was to have different categories of if I needed a job, I could get a job and figure it out from there.
Shit, man.
Cool.
You went almost as long as your dad to that degree.